Fresh. It's how we'd like to describe most of the food we eat. And it doesn't get any fresher than right off the farm.
People are going back and having their own garden and trying to grow their own food. And I think there's an appreciation there.
For Ashley and Daniel Malcolm, the owners of Malcolm's Market Garden in Stanton, this field isn't just their grocery store. It's their way of life.
I have done my fair share of literally knocking on doors with a box of produce, giving it to chefs and having them try it and try to kind of get my foot in the door and to get them ordering from us.
She might have gotten her foot in the door, but keeping the produce in the kitchen was a different story.
And what's difficult is there's a lot of work on my end to not only remind them that we're here, but also to deliver at a consistent time that works for them.
The Malcolms enlisted the help of Local Food Hub, a nonprofit organization helping to partner Virginia farmers with businesses and restaurants to get more locally grown food on your table.
We really believe that everyone should have access to local food regardless of where they're shopping or where they're eating, whether it's in the public school cafeteria or the hospital or their neighborhood restaurant or grocery store.
Allowing farmers like Ashley and Daniel to spend more time growing food instead of trying to market themselves.
And they don't want to be worrying about a website or telling the story of their farm, so we take on that burden.
Several restaurants and grocery stores buy food from the Malcolms through Local Food Hub, stretching all the way from Northern Virginia to the East Coast. But one of the largest places in our area to buy food from the Malcolms is James Madison University.
We have the agriculture here to support it, and I think it was just looking around and saying, it's right here in our backyard, fresh is always best. And so then it just becomes a challenge of how we get it from them to us.
What started as a slow process is quickly growing as fast as the food. JMU hopes in the next few years to have 30 to 40% of their food locally sourced and continue growing from there.
A good example is here, Grayson Farms. We use their beef here, but we brought them in and said, hey, we got one location to use you in. Now as they grow and they feel more comfortable, and we feel more comfortable, then we can continue to grow. I think there's a trust. It's like a relationship.
Growing with the farmers as they grow with the demand for fresh food.
I hope that the students see the difference and connect that these local farms that are surrounding their campuses are helping to feed them.